Hey guys, it's Episode 27 here, and today I'm back with another Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies again. I love this game. I like zombies a lot. There's a lot to it, and it's just really fun to play. So yeah, let's get into the story. So today's story is about the time I wrecked my bike. Growing up as a kid, I had always been interested in cars. Like, my whole entire life, I've just been interested in cars. And then whenever I was about, I don't know, whatever age I was when I first learned to ride a bike without training wheels, I loved bikes. So then, I kind of got really into bikes and really learned how to ride my bike really well. And I got to the point where I thought I was the best bike rider in the world. At the age of 10, my mom would drop me and my friends off at the park, and she would walk the dog and stuff. And me and my friends would just ride bikes around the park and stuff, and it was really fun. Well, I was kind of like the guy that was the show off, I can do this, you can't do this, because I was better than all of them at bike riding. And, I would ride my bike really fast and then go ahead of them, and then they'd be behind, and then I'd stop, and then at the park, they had these trails through the woods, all right? So there's these trails through the woods, and it's a downhill, and then it goes uphill, and then it leads back onto the paved path. Well, my friends are like, oh, there's no way you can do that. There's no way you can do that. And I was like, yes, I can. That's easy. And to me, it looked like a little bit of a challenge, but really easy. So I come up, I'm approaching this path, and I just go down it. And instinct just popped into me, and I just rode up the path, and I did the path perfectly. So I just got to the end of this path. I'm like, I can't believe I actually did that. And I'm like, yeah, I told you I could do it. It was easy. Well, anyways, I really didn't use my brakes a lot. If there was a time where I needed to stop, I would kind of just swerve off a little bit until I eventually lost a lot of speed. And at the end of the paved path, there was this really big downhill, it was just all downhill. And anytime you would get to it, and you would just go super fast and go down. Well, that's exactly what me and my friends were going to do. But, first, there was a playground. So, of course, we got off and we goofed off at the playground for a little bit. And then we got up to the hill. We got to the hill, and we kind of stopped. And we just, were talking for a second. And somebody's like, hey, TJ, I dare you to go down this full speed, no brakes, no matter what. And I was kind of I'll probably use my brake whenever I get to the end, because that's what I usually do, is I'll go down and then I'll brake, because that's where the car is and I need to stop. Well, anyways, I was kind of nah, I'm not going to do that. And they're like, yeah, come on, do it. And there was a road at the bottom, so if there was a car, you would run into the side of a car. And my friends are like, do it, you won't do it. I'm like, all right, fine, I'll do it. And they spent 5 minutes just trying to convince me to do it. Well, anyways, I'm at the top of this hill, and I kind of just start coasting down. My friends are kind of trailing me, but of course they're a lot slower than me. And they're just kind of watching me go down, and I'm getting down, I'm getting speed, and I'm going really, really fast now. And I'm kind of at the point where I'm going so fast, I'm kind of scared. But I kept going along with it anyways. I don't know why, but I did. So I'm going down this hill full speed. I'm probably at the fastest speed I could be going. And I'm about a third of the way down. And a third of the way down, I just see this car coming. It was coming pretty fast. It was going a little bit over the speed limit. And I'm like, all right, if I keep going as I'm going right now, I'm not going to hit it. I'm just going to barely miss it. All right? So I keep going down, and then I get to the bottom, right by the bottom, and the car doesn't stop. It was expecting me to stop, and I was expecting it to stop, and I just ram right into the side of the car. Well, anyways, when I hit the car, I flipped over my handlebars and just smacked into it, my back smacked into the side of the car, and then I fell to the ground and landed on top of my bike, and the handlebar jabbed into the side of me. And the car stopped, they got out, and they were like, oh my gosh, are you alright? And at that point, I was unresponsive. I think I got knocked out for a few seconds. And I was just in a lot of pain. I was like, ugh, what the heck just happened? Well, anyways, my friends saw it. They came down. They were asking me if I was alright. And they were like, they obviously knew I wasn't alright. I couldn't move. So then one of my friends went up and got my mom. My mom came down, and then we told the car that we hit, like, they could go and stuff. And my mom came down, and, like, I couldn't move. I was just in so much pain. So somehow they got me in the car, and my bike was kind of, like, total, like, it was kind of, like, bent in half. Like, I probably hit the car, like, 25 miles per hour, and, like, my handlebars had, like, broken off, and you could kind of see, like, I was bruised up. I was bleeding in a few places, like, and I scraped my knees and my legs off of the ground and my elbows. And my mom took me to the hospital, and we went to the hospital, and they're, like, checking me out, and they're like, "What'd you do?" I'm like, "Well, I hit the side of a car." And they're like, and at that point, I could move more. Like, I could move, but I was, like, still in a lot of pain. And they were doing, like, some stuff, and they kind of concluded that I had, like, fractured one of my ribs or something. Like, like, it was something that I didn't even know was possible. Like, I fractured something. I think I sprained or broke one of my fingers. I don't think I broke it, but I did something to it. And I also twisted my ankle, and I had just bruises and cuts all over me, and it was just a very painful week because I couldn't really do much. And it was kind of just funny, but kind of a life lesson not to, like, be a daredevil and stuff, because if you do, bad things might happen like that. So if your friends dare you to go full speed down a hill, don't, because you're probably gonna end up not ending well. Anyways, I hope you guys had a good time watching this video. I had a good time making it. As always, leave a like, subscribe, and comment us to next, guys. I'll see you in the next episode, and goodbye. And hope you like using that thing wet. Still like using it.